earthquake that struck western Iran has risen to at least 328, with nearly 4,000 others injured.
In
the early daylight hours, 19 helicopters were dispatched to the area for relief operations. Rescue teams from neighboring provinces were also deployed to affected areas.
Well, the quake was felt in 14 provinces across the country, but Kermanshah and Elam were the most affected ones. Nearly 120 aftershocks were reported as well. Rescue teams have stepped up their efforts to help those trapped under the rubble. Officials say electricity has been restored to 70% of the affected areas, but some 70,000 people are still estimated to be in need of immediate accommodation. The U.S. Geological Survey said the magnitude 7.3 quake was centered outside the eastern Iraqi city of Halabja in Sulaymaniyah province. People in some neighboring countries, including Azerbaijan, Turkey, and Kuwait, felt tremors as well.
It was a little past 9 p.m. local time on Sunday when the powerful quake occurred. The epicenter of the tremor was 32 kilometers south of the Iraqi city of Halabja and just across the border from Iran. A large number of fatalities have been recorded in Iranian provinces so far. The quake and its aftershocks were felt in 14 provinces across the country. The town of Sarpol Zahab in Kermanshah province was the hardest hit.
We were outside on the street and suddenly everything was destroyed. Many houses were demolished.
The wall came down and I was stuck under the rubble.
He fell into an empty swimming pool when it jolted. His back is broken.
Officials have announced that schools in Kermanshah and Elam provinces would be closed on Monday. Many people spent the night in parks and open areas, while others camped out on the side of the roads outside their towns.
Initially we were shocked, but we managed to get out of the apartment and we'll spend a few hours before going back home.
Some roads have been blocked and power cuts have left many people without electricity in some areas. Hospitals are working at full capacity.
Most of the patients were trapped under the rubble and need to be under observation for at least 6 hours, so we have a high load of patients.
The Kermanshah governor and provincial officials held an emergency meeting to address the tragic incident. Rescue operations are underway in the quake-hit regions. Iran is not unfamiliar with such tragedies as it sits on major fault lines and is prone to near-daily quakes. In 2003, a magnitude 6.6 earthquake flattened the historic city of Bam, killing at least 26,000 people. 40,000 people were also killed in a 7.4 earthquake in Rudbar and Manjil back in 1990.
Our correspondent Tammy Javani gives us more